And also everybody should have a pair of 3D glasses. So if you do not have 3D glasses, now's the time to let us know by raising your hand and keeping it raised so that our Studio Tour ambassadors can get you those 3D glasses. If you're sitting on the left side of our tram, please watch your arms and your legs as they close those tram gates. Television shows, music videos, and commercials. We have our very own zip code here at Universal City. We even have our own fire station. So coming up on the right side of our tram, you're going to see Fire Station 51. Very real. This is not a television or a movie set. But the number 51, that's actually a reference to a television show from the 1970s called Emergency. One of the writers on that show was Dick Wolf, who then went on to create Chicago Fire. And you'll understand that they use 51 in Chicago Fire as well. That is a callback not only to our fire station here on the lot, but also the television show Emergency. Now coming up on the left, that is where we're going to see the buildings that they do film inside of. So these are called sound stages. Park. So the scene where Tim and Lexi are stuck up in the tree and then they get sneezed on by the brachiosaurs, that happened right inside of that location. It was also used for the scene where Timmy, remember, he's stuck up in the Jeep that's in the tree and he's climbing down and then the Jeep falls right on top of him and he goes, oh, we're back in the Jeep again. Also Soundstage 14. John Carpenter did the movie The Thing inside of Soundstage 14 as well. It was the interior to the Antarctic base. Now, most of the outdoor scenes in that movie, or exterior scenes, took place up in Alaska. So when the cast and crew found out that they got to do the interior scenes here in Southern California, they were really excited. Except for John Carpenter made it so cold inside of Soundstage 14, the actors could see their breath, and they said it felt colder down here on the Universal lot than it did when they were filming up in Alaska. Danson plays Michael, the architect, inside in that production, and the Ted and Ted. He's enjoying what looks to be a very dirty martini because he is celebrating his new television show. That's right. Ted's going to be getting his own TV show that will be coming to Peacock, and it's going to be a prequel to the movie. So it takes place Boston in 1993. Now, Ted was standing in front of our production bungalows. So these bungalows are where various companies have offices. We have Mark Platt Productions. They work out of these bungalows. Mark Platt, they're the ones that brought us La La Land and Dear Evan Hansen. They are currently working on bringing Wicked to the big screen. It's going to be 2 movies, and the first movie is set to be released around Thanksgiving of 2024. And then I already mentioned director Alfred Hitchcock, where we're also going to be seeing the bungalow that he would work out of when he was filming right here on the Universal lot. And you're going to see his silhouette right next to the bungalow number. And the bungalow is coming up on our left side, and then the production company that uses this bungalow is the De Laurentiis Company. So here we have 5195. The De Laurentiis Company, they're the ones that released the original Dune movie with Sir Patrick Stewart. They also did the Hannibal TV show. Vehicle made out of mostly plywood. Real Bradley fighting vehicles, very heavy, very expensive. So by creating one out of a much lighter material, it makes it easier to transport from one area to another area. We know Michael Bay loves his explosions. So if you're creating the vehicles out of plywood, you can go ahead and detonate those and have another one already built and ready to go. I'm going to show you some more vehicles up ahead, but to get there, we're going to be traveling to a small island off the coast of Costa Rica.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
That's right. So we are seeing some of the picture cars that were used in the first 3 Jurassic Park films. We even have the boat from Jurassic Park 3, starring William H. Macy, and that boat is coming up on the right side of our tram. This is the boat that survived that Spinosaurus attack. It also looks like we have our mobile lab unit from the Lost World Jurassic Park. You're going to see that over here on the left side of the tram. This is another vehicle made out of plywood. There's a stunt where they're dangling it over what appears to be a giant cliff in Costa Rica. But in reality, it was actually a parking structure. And I'm going to try to find that clip for you. Hold on there. Oh, we have some friendly Dilophosaurus popping out to say hi. Don't worry, they're just making sure you stay hydrated today. Oh, okay, and here it is. So, up on your screens, there's that mobile lab unit. Now, in the movie, the two angry T-Rexes are pushing that mobile lab unit over what appears to be the cliff in Costa Rica. But I mentioned beforehand, it was actually a parking structure. So they dangled it using a crane. You're going to watch as Julianne Moore's character breaks through that glass. I know, spoiler alert. And behind her, that is a parking structure decorated with fake stone, fake vegetation. And we also had to add the rain into that scene because the parking structure located here in Southern California. We have a very desert climate, especially compared to Costa Rica. Around, but the shark was caught, as you can see, and we have a veteran diver right now, just making sure that it is safe for all of us. But wait, I'm hearing something. Oh no, that doesn't sound good. Oh no, that's because there is a shark in the water. I am so sorry about this. They told me the shark was caught. Hey George, you need to get back to the boat, buddy. George, there's a huge shark. Ooh, okay, so George is entering hand-to-hand combat with the shark, which is weird because sharks don't have hands, George, they have teeth. Oh, and George found that out the hard way. I apologize, folks. It's too late for George, but it's not too late. And something's gone wrong. Okay, there is gasoline spraying all over the place. This will not be good for the water. Oh, and now a fire has started. But this is good, right? Sharks live in water. They don't like fire. The shark is not going to appear anywhere near our tram. Filmed before and after Desperate Housewives. This area was used for the movie The Burbs with Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks was also here for the film Lady Killers. We've also done other television shows as well. So Kenan Thompson's show Kenan, his character lived in the gray house coming up on the right side of our tram. We also filmed 4 seasons of Never Have I Ever here. The main character, Davy, lives in the yellow house with the stone base. Now, right here at the end of the cul-de-sac, this particular house was the only one that was created specifically for Desperate Housewives. So there used to be a colonial style house there that had a lot of structural damage to it, so they needed to tear it down. But they decided they're going to do something really cool for an episode of Desperate Housewives where they set that house on fire. You actually get to see it burn down in the episode, and then they later went on and created that new house for that production. Now, coming up on the right, that's Davy's house, the yellow one that I was mentioning earlier. Over to the left, this blue house, that is going to be featured in the Ted television show, and he lives right across the way from 1313 Mockingbird Lane, which was the home of the Munsters from that original television show. But we're going to be exiting our Colonial Street, and we're going to be heading into the wilderness. So what makes green vehicles from Mr. Bean's Holiday? The double-decker bus is from Hobbs and Shaw. We have Barricade, one of the Decepticons from the Transformers film. That's that police vehicle. We have the various vehicles from Fast and Furious franchise, including Dominic Toretto's Black Charger, and the Nissan Skyline that Paul Walker's character drove in Too Fast, Too Furious. Now, these vehicles have been parked behind the Bates Motel, where there is always vacancy, and I hear the showers are to die for. So, on the side of the house, just what the camera was going to see. It wasn't until the sequels and the studio tour that they went ahead and completed the other 2 walls, and ever since then, Norman Bates has been lurking around. Oh, in fact, there he is. Okay, folks, we're just going to sneak on by. Don't make eye contact with him, and we should be safe. You made eye contact! Oh, that makes him go psycho. Well, we have narrowly escaped Norman Bates, and we are now in the set from Jordan Peele's movie, Nope.
Movie magic only happens when a team of collaborators, often in the hundreds, work together to take an impossible notion and bring it to life. This is Jupiter's Claim, a nostalgic, small-time Southern California amusement park owned by former child star Ricky Jupe Park. Over there, look into the winking well and have your picture taken just like the kids in that old 90s movie Kid Sheriff. That's what this whole place is loosely based on. Remember that one? No? Well, I do. A little further down, you can see the brand new Star Lasso experience. Built to showcase an unbelievable new live show. Well, it's not looking so live anymore. Anyway, behind this Hollywood fantasy of a gold rush frontier town lies a sinister secret. It is smack dab in the center of a UFO hotspot. What's a bad miracle? You're about to find out. Welcome to the world of no.
Much for joining us today. Now, as we head back to the theme park, if you haven't done so already, go ahead and download the Universal Studios Hollywood app. It's going to give you the updated wait times for our various attractions. It's going to let you know when the different show starts, like Waterworld, the live SeaWorld Spectacular, and what time the park will be closing this evening, and that will be at 6 p.m. When you disembark the tram, go ahead and put your 3D glasses into those bins. Make sure the 3D glasses and not your real glasses. And please have a wonderful rest of your visit today here at Universal Studios Hollywood, the entertainment capital of LA. And like we say in the movies, that's a wrap.